Now, Ellen White writes beautifully about the brothers after this time. So she writes this in Patriarchs and Prophets 225, paragraph 3. She says, during the years since Joseph had been separated from his brothers, these sons of Jacob had changed in character. Envious, turbulent, deceptive, cruel, and revengeful they had been. But now, when tested by adversity, they were shown to be unselfish, true to one another, devoted to their father, and themselves middle-aged men subject to his authority. So when Joseph had died and they went and they told their father the lies of what happened to Joseph, they saw the pain in Jacob, right? There was so much pain in Jacob that they really felt guilty. But they could not have said at that point, we sold Joseph, because that would have been, Jacob may would have sort of disowned them or whatever. Again, we're speculating here, we're not sure. But they kept to their lie, okay? And they knew that, again, but to such an arrangement the sons of Jacob could not agree, since the time required for carrying it out could cause their families to suffer for food. Meaning that they knew that they had to take corn back, if not everyone would die. They also didn't want to, only one of them didn't want to go alone, because, again, it was the idea of traveling alone all that way. So the circumstances that they were in, that Joseph had put them in, they would rather stay in prison. And they did. So they said, you know what, we'll rather just stay in prison and wait what happened. And rather than bringing more sorrow to their father by now bringing in Benjamin to share the same fate that they have, so if one of them had to go bring Benjamin back, they were worried that by bringing Benjamin, all of them now would be slaves or prisoners to Joseph. So they would rather stay in prison, the 10 of them, and leave Benjamin safe with Joseph. Now, the 3 days that they were in the Egyptians' prison, bitter sorrow was on these brothers, because they reflected on their past sins. They looked at their past sins and realized that, this is because of what we have done. We sold our brother to slavery, and now ourselves could be slaves for the rest of our lives, or could be in this prison till we die. Right now, unless Benjamin could be produced, their conviction as spies was certain, and they had little hope of gaining their father's consent to Benjamin's absence. They knew that. So on the third day, Joseph comes up to them and says, look, okay, all of you go, one of you stay back. We're going to see who stays back in the next episode, but one of you stay back. You guys go and bring your brother. So again, to prove that they were not spies.